enough. How many people in here? Nobody? Sassy in the building. What up, Sassy? Yeah, I grabbed it off of YouTube real quick. I mean, not YouTube. Grabbed it off of Google Image real quick. It's like, yeah, something to look different. I still got the other ones up there. Still got the couch. I don't know why the fuck he's all the way over there in this one though. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, dude. Serves your purpose. Yeah, that was a fun little night. Yeah, I just wanted something slightly different. Sex addict in the building. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that motherfucking thumbs up button. Thumbs up for life. No, I'm just kind of sitting here to be real with you. I ain't fixing shit. I was playing with the characters. But yeah, man. When I left early, I was like, man, I'm gonna try to find me a stupid news story to do something real quick. Found me a stupid ass news story. That motherfucker falling out the ceiling at Logan Airport. I got another one, but that was good enough for the moment. Had to throw Trevor in there real quick. Butt ass naked. I was just like, let me make this real quick. I'm sitting here, haven't used Trevor or Bill in a while.
One time back in 2014, some dude snuck into a women's restroom at Logan Airport, got butt-ass naked, and decided to hide in a crawl space in the ceiling. Sometime that afternoon, some lady was using the restroom when some naked guy falls clean out the ceiling into one of the stalls. It ain't over there, though. He then takes off out of the bathroom and attacks some random 84-year-old man. For whatever reason, he bit the dude's ear, then tried to choke him out with his own cane. Remember, while all this is going down, this dude's butt-ass naked. To end it, the naked dude got into a struggle with the state troopers, butt-ass naked, then found themselves charged with attempted murder, assault and battery on a police, and person over 60 years old, and lewd and lascivious acts.
Yep, really came across that. It was a whole series of them motherfuckers. They didn't have the actual news stories to them. They was just like headliners and shit with a brief picture. So I got another one I could do. Should be a little bit funny, depending on how I make it. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out the way. I was like, fuck that. You can go sit here and keep on talking about it when I can make one real quick. The new video was born. Need to upload it to the other pages. Shit, I was surprised it was under a minute. Like, that shit fit right on Instagram. I was just like, alright, cool. Let's see what I got signed in on my phone. Yeah. Next little walker was, walk across the fucking lawn. Yeah, eventually. it just be hard to get this shit uploaded to certain, like my Top Buzz page. It'll let me upload. It just won't let me what you call. It doesn't always give me a pass on my videos. They be on some bullshit. Let me see if it approved my video. That's one of the reasons I don't use that motherfucker, to be honest with you. You'll be all amped, have something cool, title with the wrong name. They will have your shit completely under review. Talking about nope. I got one of them up. Like, how the fuck does that work?
Want to see what happens when you ain't ready for a punch that goes right for your jawline? Find yourself like this dude. Pow! Hit that boy so hard I shifted directions in my seat.
Fuck that. Yeah, this shit. I got 2 videos under review. One already made it, so I'm assuming these other 2 ain't gonna make it. So yeah, I'm waiting to see if they'll let me upload that one to Top Buzz. And I think some other one. But yeah, like I said, it be on this bullshit. Side though. Side. I'm uploading it to other pages. I got enough pages to upload. Bam. 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 It's uploaded. But yeah, it's a news story. I mean, it's a true story. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why somebody thought that would be a good idea, but yeah, it's a true story. You no longer work. And yeah, it is uploaded. I am feeling super, super awesome. And all that. Feel like I'm forgetting the page. I am. I just don't got it signed in. Let me see. Shit, I don't even remember the password for this account. Yeah, my fault, y'all. Trying to see something. I do still got the password. This page is rarely ever uploaded to. And all this purpose is to do the news stories. Just one time. Bam! Another one uploaded. 8 months later. Feeling super awesome. Cheer. I don't think I got an 11 news stories on here. Oh yeah, I do. How long are you?
It's your fault. Damn sure wasn't your fault. See, look, friendly little video. He's driving, minding his business on the right side of the road and shit. Here comes Billy Badass with his nice little fast-ass vehicle. Like, oh, look, I'm immortal. Boom. Oh, no, the fuck you ain't. Look, dead bodies everywhere, like that old corn song. Ready? You are under the car. You hit the front, and you were just, you might have been the best one that landed in the grass.
I'm not sure if I uploaded this on my other
At
page.
least you didn't bounce off an alternative car.
This was that time I was
y'all's lives suck.
watching that fucked up car accident. You was there, Sassy. I see your name popping
I
up.
will walk before I get in the car with a lot of people, to be real with you.
Yeah, baby. Gee, I gotta figure out all my accounts and shit. Man, that channel got forgotten about. It was originally made because they flagged my first channel down. So I was like, let me upload them somewhere else so I don't completely lose the videos. And now it's just there. About to change that picture, I know that much. That picture is old as fuck. I don't even know how many different cribs I lived in from that picture till now. But I think I'm gonna go with... oh yeah, just about the only picture I do have to go with. But yeah, I just gotta organize and have my regular shit on there. Slap it on news videos on there. Then the other ones just scattered in every other place. Any which way though. Got my shit uploaded. Keep that like that. Ain't got nothing cool to put up in the background. But I was able to change the picture, so that's a plus. I don't know if it changed in the chat room. Nope, didn't change in the chat room yet. It'll change when it's ready. But yeah. That shit's just as old as my original account. But yeah, I think that was back when... yeah, that was way back when Cliff and Mills and somebody else kept flagging my pages. Had Styles fans flag my pages at one time. Whole bunch of bullshit. So yeah, I just started scattering them shits around. I'm surprised I still know that password. There's like 5 or more pages. Yeah, 5 more pages that I need to figure out the password to. And they're all alphanumeric passwords, so that doesn't make it any easier. Yeah. Oh man. Oh no, that's how I remembered them. I wrote them down, so every time I go to type them in, like it's only like a set of 6. It's a few different codes. They're just real long. They're like 14 digits, alphanumeric. So after a while, I just know if it ain't the first ones I tried, gotta be the second set that I gotta try. So it's a nice amount that I have. Can't have all your passwords the same for everything, so. And some of my passwords been good forever. Others I had to change yearly. Like it depends on what I'm doing and what I download. Download something to completely lock you out your computer and be fucked over in the game. I remember when I first started hearing about ransomware and people thought it was bullshit. Nobody thought it was anything real that people were doing. Yeah. Now, they will straight fucking make news stories about it, letting you know you can get locked out of your computer. They will have all your shit. Yeah, I use the password generators depending on what I need. That way it ain't just a sequence that people, if they know me, they would assume I know, even though they're not really into shit like this. But yeah, I don't know, I got my weird shit, so. I know I ain't never gonna let Microsoft pick my password for me. But yeah, I use little password generators or old ass video game codes from Nintendo or Super Nintendo days. Not so much Nintendo codes or anything, but just from that era. Like, there's 1,000,001 codes that I was able to use from that fucking back when Game Genie was cool. So I used to remember some of those little sequences on Nintendo and made those my passwords. And then the lowercase and capital letters in the random spots too, so I ain't saying my passwords are impossible to get, but the more important the shit, the more complicated it gets, I'll tell you that much. You'll be all happy. Like, oh, word. This is starting to come together. Using one of those brute force attacks. And then the shit just gets outrageously weird. Yeah. Those are some of the best fucking passwords you could get ever. My point exactly. I still got an old ass book with all them codes and shit in it. Because remember, it would be like QCP149. Then you hit the button and hope that your game didn't want to fucking reset on you. Used to hate that shit. Spend all that time putting that long ass code in. And then by the time that code's all the way said and done, your game don't want to start. You just get the flashy screen and shit. Be pissed the fuck off. Ooh, how far we've come in the video games. With the video games. Is they gonna be giving me lovers? Lovers? What's happening here? Picture me broken. No, there ain't nothing to worry about that later. My Instagram be cracking sometimes, yo. On a good day, I'll go on there. There'll be like 34 different likes for a whole bunch of different videos. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. Got a crazy amount of followers. A bunch of people that hit the follow button on a daily, but I won't follow them back. I'm following too many people as it is. Oh well, light is up. It is time to get high. Chill, man. What am I doing? Just trying to get high. Fuck that. Stupid. Chill. All that. Sitting at a kitchen table and ain't got no legs. Or a piece of them on. Sorry, though. I'll be back. But yeah, what up, 5 people? And 3 people who hit the like button. Still don't understand why y'all do that. But eventually I'm gonna be able to turn it off. I just don't know how yet. But yeah, light is up. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. So chill. Time to get high. I try to stretch it out. Give people time to get here. That way if I get high and nobody shows up, by the time I want to leave, I can just be like, alright, fuck it. Right now, at this current moment over here, checking my videos and shit, I'm getting alerts. I think everybody got the message that hit me up. I really only hit back one person that was hitting me up, asking me to do all this shit. Man, fuck out of here. Small worlds. Yeah, I ain't talked to this nigga in forever. Let me say what up to this nigga. This nigga trying to figure out who I am, bet you. Not one of the dudes that be playing their music all the time. Man, them motherfuckers sitting on the sidelines. But yeah, I was going to look something real quick. I was trying to see who made that post earlier. Confusing times in America. I'm still trying to figure out that sex doll shit. I did find out it's 2 different arguments that people are making. Some people are mad that sex dolls are being sold with AI or some shit like that. A whole lot of shit wrong with that picture. Then other people are mad at the little kid ones. Shit's all kinds of weird and fucked up. Mad. Well, I could find all these videos on Top Buzz, but when I try to upload shit with a similar name, they just be like, nope. 3 get picture time for breakfast. Oh, what the fuck? What up, Trish? 3 get prison time for jumping on pregnant teen's belly to force abortion. 3 more people have been sentenced for jumping on a pregnant teen's belly to force an abortion after she was raped. According to court records, 47-year-old Sharon Jones was sentenced to 12 years in prison after pleading guilty to family violence assault. Her daughter, 28-year-old Cecilia McDonald, and son, 29-year-old Cedric Jones Jr., pleaded guilty to the same charges. They got 7 and 5 years, respectively. In 2016, 29-year-old Lenore Linnell McDonald was also sentenced to 10 years for aggravated assault. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, the victim in the case was raped and impregnated by her older brother in 2012 when she was just 13 years old. She was living with relatives at the time when they found out about what happened, and they got nervous because they didn't want Child Protective Services removing the child. Police said the relatives took matters into their own hands. Sharon Jones allegedly gave her emergency contraption pills. When that didn't work, the affidavit states Cecilia McDonald held her girl's arms while Linnell McDonald sat on her pregnant belly and bounced. Cedric Jones then came over to the house and proceeded to kick and punch the girl repeatedly. The teen was about 8 months pregnant at the time and delivered a stillborn baby a few hours later. She was never given any medical attention. The affidavit also states the suspect tried to dispose of the baby's body on a charcoal grill. When that didn't work, Shannon Jones paid Cedric Jones $25 to stash them in an unknown location. Child Protective Services removed 7 children from the home after police got involved. The victim lived with the foster family after the arrest. She is now 19 years old. The victim's brother, 24-year-old Robert Cale, has been arrested for raping her. His case is still pending because he was found incompetent to stand trial. Wow. Wow. Just when you thought you heard it all. Whoops, spilled coffee. Wow. Like, what the fuck? So the little nigga knows how to thrust and get off, but he don't know what he's doing is wrong. Like, why wasn't there a trip to the abortion clinic or something? How do you wait 8 months into it to realize how serious the situation is and do the most fucking stupid shit you could think of doing? Like, yeah, that's why I'm sitting here like, the fuck? Yeah, man. This world is all kinds of fucked up. Let's see what this is. August 3rd, 2017. You've seen this on Law & Order Special Victims Units multiple times. A person confesses to law enforcement, their medical provider, that they struggle with sexual urges aimed at minors. They haven't hurt anyone yet, but they're asking for help coping with these thoughts. What should society do in this instance? StopSo, a Welsh charity devoted to preventing and stopping sexual assault through therapy, suggested this week that pedophiles might benefit from the use of childlike sex dolls, which the charity proposes they obtain with a psychiatrist's prescription. The logic here is that the sexual fantasies, when experimented in with private and through solo acts, can be lessened in urgency by substituting a sex doll in place of a sex doll or robot in place of a they're robots also, or robot in place of a human child. The charity suggests we may be able to save children from being victimized. The organization made this controversial suggestion when 100 sex dolls fashioned to look like prepubescent children were intercepted by border authorities on their way into Wales after being purchased on eBay and Alibaba. According to Wales Online, the NSPCC and the National Crime Agency have both called for the dolls to be criminalized and rejected claims they can be used to treat pedophiles. The NSPCC and the National Crime Agency have both called for the dolls to be criminalized and rejected claims. Oh, okay. They can be used to treat pedophiles. Okay. Juliet Grayson, chair at StopSo, told Metro UK society needs to reach a point where teenagers can say, where a teenager could say to his mother, "I am a pedophile," and when she gets him the right, and she will get him the right kind of help to manage his behavior in pro-social ways. David Davies, a member of Parliament in Wales, spoke out with some vitriol in response to Grayson's comments, saying anyone with an ounce of common sense can see these things are quite obscene and should not be allowed into the country. There is not much I can say to add to that. So, what does the research tell us? It's difficult to make any overarching statement on pedophilia. I lost my place. It is difficult to make over any arching statements on pedophilia, particularly because the concept is so deeply taboo that the research have a hard time funding their studies. We're talking about a population We're talking about a population which, upon getting the shit beat out of them in prison, incites glee in most Americans who love to see evil punished. To Catch a Predator's Dateline NBC's non-camera sting operation revealed the face of active pedophiles to a thrilled audience of millions from 2004 to 2007. In 2014, the New York Times estimated that 1% of the globe's male population remained sexually attracted to prepubescent children after going through puberty themselves. There are several places where self-professed, vitreous, or harmless pedophiles gather to compare stories online. Though assumedly, many of them don't disclose their urges online at all, in fear of being found out. Many porn categories, including Japanese lolly, banned from Reddit by name, and mainstream porn search functions like Teen and Barely Legal scratch that itch using adult actresses in fake braces and pigtails, or artists' renderings of children's bodies. Like the world of child sex dolls, watching animated porn or pornography depicting adult actors pretending to be children still insists that uncomfortable place between illegally and deeply taboo. No. What up, Smack? Like, well, prisons and pedophile prisons are basically the same thing. Shit, they get whatever they deserve once they make it behind that wall. Like, that's just it's really one of those fucked up things because it's like there's no way to solve this problem here. Like, I don't know what makes a pedophile. Something's not clicking in their brain, though. So, like, if somebody never acted on their urges, but they have uncontrollable urges to the point where they're seeking help, and they end up getting prescribed one of those dolls, like, should it be an outcast of society now if somebody finds out about it? Like, but they're not gonna fuck each other. They're not into people of the same age. They got that weird little fetish in them. So it's just kind of one of those. I don't know. I don't understand that world. I'm just saying at the end of the day, like if there is somebody who's really seeking professional help and everything that they're trying ain't working, they still have urges. Like what happens if somebody finds out they have one of those little dolls and that's the only thing that's been stopping that motherfucker from playing outside, waiting outside some playground or daycare or something. Yeah, oh no, this is real hard. This is some over my head shit. It's like you want to be angry, but it's confusing all in the same breath. Like, I don't know how we got that far on the board, but yeah, all in all, yeah, I don't fucking know. It says describing the playable childlike form to pedophiles as though not an active practice, merely a way of trying to placid urges without aiming for a cure. Then again, psychiatry hasn't come up with a system that consistently rehabilitate hasn't come up with a system that consistently rehabilitates pedophiles. Though Dr. Richard Kruger, the medical director of Sexual Behavior Clinic at New York State Psychiatric Institute of New York, says pedophiles of different types respond differently to treatments. Patients who express sexual interest in post-pubescent young people, in addition to children, can be, as Kruger told Live Science, nudged in the direction of desiring only adults. Those who find themselves solely attracted to children, Kruger believes, untreatable so far. In these situations, he says, pretty much you can only repress things. You would use androgen therapy to do this. For now, there are no legal charges being made to the state of childlike dolls in Wales or or anywhere else in the world. If we one day issue these dolls to self-professed pedophiles, they'll take over social, societal, and legal overhaul. It'll take a lot of societal and legal overhaul. Okay. Like, oh man. This world is crazy. Yeah, for real though. I'm with you on that, Smack. I'll take real over any kind of fantasy any day. That's why I was never part of the generation. Sexting and shit like that. Like my mind doesn't work like that. Damn. Should medics stop responding to heroin overdoses? An Ohio council member wants to send a message. No. I already read a fucked up news story on heroin addicts today. Like, I'm with you on that one. But if somebody knows it's wrong, like I was saying earlier, if somebody knows it's wrong and they're seeking professional help, would they still be considered a pedophile? Like if they're sitting in somebody's chair, they're getting medical treatments, like anything they needed to. Like if they just got something wrong with their brain and they just can't quit. trying to figure out how this world works. Like, that's really one of those, like, how the fuck do you fix that situation? No bullshit. But it's just like, man, they got so-called medical help for, what you call it? All kinds of weird shit. From sex to fucking, as you can see, sex dolls. National. But, shit, until they violate someone else, and they don't. Like, I don't know. Like, everybody got rights, whether you want to let them have them or not. It's just one of those, like, yeah, it's a fucked up situation. Like, what if somebody wants to try to rape people, but they never successfully rape anybody because they go and seek help? Like, I don't know. Well, if you say that, ain't that the equivalent of just giving up? I'm not. Well, I'm just saying legally, with all the rights that's in place. Like, I'm just saying, something's clearly not clicking right in their world. They're able to perform a sexual act under the most fucking disgusting means. Like, that's something that normal brains can't even process. Yeah, something's mixing different in their brains. That's why I keep on saying, if they can find a way, if they are actually seeking help, like, well, basically, should they have to go through the same process of brutal torture of people who actually have? No. I'm not talking about people who are doing anything to children. I'm just talking about people who got a fucked up chemical imbalance who haven't done it and are seeking professional help. So should people just stop trying to make a cure and exterminate people labeled as pedophiles. But that's what I'm saying. In their meantime, they're trying to get professional help. Should they still be treated the same as those who won't even bother? Like, if you believe there's no cure and they already have the thoughts, and your way of handling them within ways that's currently illegal, like, who falls into that category? How do you avoid that category? Do your thoughts alone get you put there? And y'all are still going to people who actually did something. I'm just speaking of hypothetical situations. Oh well, Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. Anybody gonna watch that? Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be home for that. If I'm gonna go to some of my people's house. I just hope we get another parade. Shoot. Just know the city gonna be fucking going crazy. Hell yeah. Patriots versus the Eagles. So, my team versus V-Dub's team. gonna lie, she's another person that if she was walking down the street, I would have no clue who the fuck she was. I would walk right by her. Excuse me. Man, light is up. Yeah, no bullshit. I have no clue what that lady looks like. I just know she's Donald Trump's wife. That's the best I could say. And everybody's seen the nude. What do you say? Yeah, I was just trying to kill a dead air. You know, I'm sure they're gonna find plenty of those. Some people just don't know any better. Hey, yeah, that's no surprise. Let's see what else is up here. Nah, new to me. Man, to be honest, I usually avoid those stories. save this one. Fuck that. I can make another one of my videos on this one. Wow. Just when you got your head off. And they got a video. Yeah, I got to download that shit so I can make a story on that. I don't think I care for anything else on here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to look that shit up. Damn sure didn't. Yeah, I usually stay away from those angles. Damn. Motherfucker got arrested after he threatened to rape a cop's wife. Robbie Anderson, who plays for the Jets, arrested after threatening to rape cop's wife. Said he was gonna fuck the cop's wife in the eye. Fucked up. But I smack. Yeah, I'm just reading news stories. These ones ain't as good as the other ones I came across. But I found one that I could do a news story on. Oh, I thought that was smack. But oh man, no, I can't see. Oh yeah, look, that was smack that quick. Got confused for a second. I'm trying to find the site that I was on the other day. Cheers, smack, you safe out there. Oh yeah, he's a short one. What made me go to that other shit that I was on. While making a stop at the drive-thru of his local Wendy's, a man threw a 3-foot-long alligator that he found on the side of the road through the restaurant's window. U.S. Marshals took the man into custody and released the alligator back into the wild. Like, oh no, it gets stupider. It says, in late 2015, Spanish police were investigating a brother and sister when they discovered a third sibling who had been kept in a devocate since 1996, with nothing but a bucket for a toilet. It says, man locked in pigeon cage for 20 years by his siblings. Oh, here goes another one. I don't even know how this shit's possible. But, yeah. Back in 2015, a man with the strongest butts ever was stabbed in the butt multiple times while getting off the subway. Oddly enough, he didn't realize he was stabbed until he got home. That was stupid. And I'm saving that one. Oh man, that's what I'm saying. These shits get real stupid. Oh, your arms are just kind of all over the place. Says, naked man falls through ceiling and destroys everything. What sounds like a stressed dream. A 24-year-old naked man crashed through the ceiling of a home in British Columbia and proceeded to rummage through the house, destroying everything in his wake. Then the family arrived home to find their house in shambles, saying, "He totaled my master bedroom, went into my closet and everything. He didn't steal anything." I read that story, and this motherfucker went into the bathroom, stripped himself ass naked, and then decided he wanted to destroy that whole motherfucking crib. Got caught in the motherfucking ventilation system, trying to heat himself up with motherfucking insulin. Oh man, here's some shit you don't hear every day. In Uganda, a man tried poisoning his 5 children before cutting off his penis after the mother's children dropped them off at his home. The kids survived, and the man awaits charges of attempted murder and attempted suicide. Oh man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If this shit here ever happened to me, I swear I would just gonna I would think I had AIDS or something. Like this is some movie shit right here that I'm about to read. Blow dart attack on Golden Gate Bridge. In February 2016, 2 pedestrians walking across the Golden Gate Bridge were struck by darts from a blowgun. The most police were able to discern was that the darts came from a passing car, but that was it. Doesn't this sound like the beginning of an urban legend? Like, you blow dart me? Like, I don't know where it came from. I'm going to get every fucking medical evaluation possible. Fuck that. Oh man. Yeah, we're not gonna lie. This is some white people shit right here. Water company employee tries to blow up his coworkers. An Uncompahgre Valley Water User Association employee named Aaron English spent years building bombs and detonating them near his coworkers while also defecating in bags and placing it in their lunch. During his trial, English didn't give a reason for his pranks, but he did go into enough detail on how he built the bombs that the judge suggested he exercise his Amendment rights. Oh man. Ah, damn. It's crazy because right after that they got some full blown nigga shit. Man steals trout. Man steals trout. Peas everywhere. Sometimes, sometimes you just gotta snack on some trout, which is exactly what David Wiley was going to do when he started trying to steal trout by shoving it down his pants. When police approached him, he started peeing all over the place and saying that nothing he did matters because his crimes were only misdemeanors. Told you some nigga shit. Let's see. Oh man, what is wrong with people? In horrific news from Tokyo, a man randomly approached a young woman on the streets of Japan and smeared his own excrement on her. His own excrement on her face and mouth. Oh, dang. Oh man. All right, let me try this again. In horrific news from Tokyo, a man randomly approached a young woman in the streets of Japan and smeared his own excrement in her face and in her mouth. 40 minutes later, he approached another woman, grabbed her from behind. The police tracked him down after viewing surveillance footage from the first crime scene. Oh, you gotta kill that motherfucker. Like, there is no finding the fucking criminal not alive. Like, this shit. You got shit in your mouth. Fuck out of here. Oh, man. Oh, man, we got some more nigga shit right here. 4 friends totally freaked out and smashed up a pizzeria after they found out their order of garlic knots was covered in cheese. The knots put them in such a fury that they threw food at the workers and knocked the cash register and fax machine off the counter. Those must have been some really bad garlic knots. Crash dummies. 4 of these motherfuckers just looking sad in a fucking mugshot. Oh man. Here goes some more shit. In early 2016, multiple unrelated incidents of women attacking people by biting them were reported. One of the victims lost so much blood that he was left in serious condition at a local hospital. If that's not strange enough, a third person was bitten in a domestic dispute a few days before both of the previous mentioned events. Them New Zealand bitches is wildin', yo. In Dallas, Texas, Diamond Lawrence, an HIV positive transient woman, was arrested after stealing $11 worth of frozen food from a Walmart before scratching one of the workers and saying, "You're welcome." Medics said the work Medics said the worker had no bodily fluid exchange with Lawrence, meaning he's safe from the virus. I would have beat that bitch with a Walmart shopping cart. Like, you already tried to mark me for death, and I think you succeeded. Man, fuck out of here. Like, how will police reaching these people in time? Like, there's no way in hell you're gonna scratch me with super cooties and say you're welcome and think you're gonna make it out of anywhere alive. Fuck out of here. Oh, man. See, this is a case of where you gotta shoot a nigga. In February 2016, 30-year-old Muhammad Barry barged into an Ohio restaurant swinging a machete around. Before he was fatally shot by the police, Barry injured 4 people, including the musician who was performing on stage. Like, nigga, how did you think that was gonna end? Like, anybody that had a shirt on with his face up, you a fucking idiot. Like, a motherfucking machete? Like, now people are afraid to shop objects for the rest of their life because one asshole ran into a motherfucking restaurant. Like, what kind of third world country bullshit is this nigga on? The fuck, man? Oh, man. After getting into a heated argument with a voodoo priest, what other kind of argument can you have with a voodoo priest? During which the priest threatened him with magic, Melherb Francis gunned down the cross-dressing priest. Prosecutors are still trying to determine if this is a case of self-defense or something more sinister. Like, how did you find yourself in a conversation which turned into an argument with a cross-dressing voodoo priest? Like, that definitely raises more questions than answers. What the fuck? Oh no, y'all are too long and weird. Man, fucking y'all. Motherfucker talking about living with corpses for too many years. Shit is crazy. Trying to find some more weird shit. Let's see what's in this one. Woman arrested after asking police to test her for drugs for Ebola. Oh, hold on. No. That is completely wrong. It's that woman arrested after asking police to test her drugs for Ebola. Poor Chastity Eugenia Hobson, who was so worried about her possibly tainted meth that she actually contacted the police about it. Officers say the Granite Shells Police Department in Texas were trying to catch the county's dumbest drug users when they posted a fake Facebook story about Ebola tainted meth. The post said, if you have recently purchased meth or heroin in Central Texas, please take it to the local police or sheriff's department so it can be screened with a special device. Do not use it until it has been properly checked for possible Ebola contamination. Hobson, 29, saw the post and was understandably afraid that her meth could be, wait for it, dangerous. She responded to the department's post on Facebook, and they gladly took her sample in for testing. Hobson was charged with possession of less than 1 gram of a controlled substance. Oh, you dizzy dumb fuck. Oh, man. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Like, just when you thought you heard it all. I don't know. This one's hard to top. Demetrius Robinson, 28, wanted to rob a Golden Pantry store late one night, but he needed to pass the time as naturally as possible until he and the clerk were alone, so he decided to fill out a job application. Not a bad idea, except he left his real name on the application, along with his uncle's phone number. After he robbed the store, it didn't take long for police to track him down. He didn't get the job. You stupid fucker, what do you expect? Oh, there's more. 18-year-old Ruben Zarat wanted to rob a muffler shop in Chicago and demanded money. Unfortunately, it was mostly in the safe. Zarat decided that he would try again later. To save him some time, he left his cell phone number with the store employees. That way, they could call him when the manager returned. Yeah, you might want to hold off on those. These motherfuckers is getting stupider as they go. Wow. A Kentucky woman was arrested after authorities caught her trying to shoplift merchandise while her son took part in a shop with a cop event. She was charged with theft of less than 500 and not understanding irony. Told you they getting stupider as they go along. Boys Reeves stretched the limits of to serve and protect when she approached a policeman and asked him to help her get her money back after a poor quality crack cocaine she just purchased. She showed him the crack, which she had tucked away in her mouth, and he placed her under arrest. How does one know when crack has gone bad? Things were looking up for Frank Singleton when he was released from jail. However, When he realized that he didn't have a ride home, he walked straight into the prison parking lot and attempted to carjack a woman. He, he was foiled when he realized that he couldn't drive the car with a stick shift. As he was rearrested, this time for felony carjacking, Singleton told the police that he simply didn't feel like walking. We've all been there. Wow. A West Palm Beach, Florida man was arrested on a slew of charges and was perhaps a bit too honest in his arrest report. He listed his occupation as, wait for it, drug dealer, and was charged with being the most obvious criminal in the history of crime. Charles Ray Fuller, a Texas dum-dum, tried to cash a bogus check for $360 billion. To top it off, the check wasn't even made out to him. He was arrested on forgery charges and sentenced to 1,000,000,000,000 years in prison. They're stupid for that one. Like, what the fuck? Stupid. Oh man, they really are just getting stupider as they go. Amateur criminal and professional dum-dum Christopher Cron made every mistake possible in robbery history when he tried to rob a restaurant after it closed one night. Not only did he trip the silent alarm, but when ADT called the restaurant after being notified, Cron answered the phone and gave his real name. He returned to the restaurant the next day and was recognized by an employee who had seen the surveillance video. Cron was arrested on the spot. You dumb fuck. Oh. And this is why you don't steal iPhones, iPads, and all that other good shit. 2 men arrested in Houston were accused of stealing an iPad and using it to take selfies that they unknowingly uploaded to the owner's iCloud account. The men appeared in the photos displaying money they were also accused of taking from the victim. At least they didn't have to listen to that new U2 album. Motherfuckers running around talking about somebody took my phone. Oh man. All walks of life. The dumbest policeman in the world, who was making some extra cash with drugs and prostitution, was brought to justice after driving a $170,000 Ferrari to work. Osman Akbal, an officer based in Birmingham, England, was jailed for 7 years for running a brothel. You are a cop. Why are you driving a Ferrari? Like, mother, man. What? A man in Stockholm, Sweden was a bit upset when the 13-year-old girl he'd been courting didn't show up for an arranged sex meeting. When the teen stood him up, the man found her home phone number and called her father and demanded a refund. Obviously, things didn't end well. What the fuck? Oh, here goes some full-blown nigga shit. Let it be known that you can now be arrested for balling on a budget. William Anderson, 51, was arrested after attracting attention by applying for welfare while driving a H2 Hummer. Thinking it an odd sight, the local sheriff ran the plates. The vehicle came up as stolen. Tell me about it. Can't make this shit up. Police had an easy time tracking down a Floridian Mac Yearwood, wanted in connection with assault that took place over Labor Day weekend 2016, after he used his own wanted poster as his Facebook profile picture. One of Yearwood's friends commented, "Nice mugshot," to which Yearwood responded, "Thanks, buddy." Another friend expressed more concern. "Holy shit, ding dong. Are you planning on getting this shit squared away? I'd like to see you again, at least before they find you." Cops in Stuart, Florida, north of Miami, used Yearwood's Facebook to track him to his brother's house, where he was arrested. According to the arresting officers, a bag of weed tumbled out of Yearwood's pocket as he was cuffed, and he politely asked the cops not to charge him for possession. Writing on Stuart Police Department's Facebook page, Captain Brian Bossio noted, "Facebook is a great way to communicate and connect with old friends and family. If you are wanted by police, it's probably not a good idea to use the wanted of the week poster of yourself as a profile pic." Like, no shit, Sherlock. You stupid motherfucker. Alright, let's get ready for this one. Like, yeah. A Florida man and woman spent 2 days trapped in what they said they believed to be a locked closet until police let them out and discovered that the door was actually never locked. John Arwood and Amber Campbell claimed they were chased into the janitor's closet at Daytona State College in Daytona Beach, Florida, by unidentified assailants. They were charged with trespassing, and Campbell was also charged with violating her probation. Locked in an unlocked closet. Wow. Let me see. Yeah, that's stupid. What? Wow. Eastern Idaho police say 2 men transporting marijuana from California to Montana called 911 while in Idaho after mistakenly believing undercover officers had discovered their secret. But police in Rexburg say they weren't aware of the drugs until the 2 men called on Friday to report their location and the 20 pounds of pot worth $16,000. Wow, I thought that was gonna top the fucking charts. An Ohio man reportedly called 911 numerous times, threatening to harm himself after he had drowned an entire bottle of Everclear because his pet pig Millie had eaten all of his marijuana. He was charged with disorderly conduct, and later he said he would keep his weed out of the reach of his potbelly pig. Like, oh man. Oh man. Here we go. This master of disguise glued tissue to his face in an attempt to hold up his local bookies, where he had been a regular. Douglas Stewart also stuffed tissue inside his mouth to hide his accent and scrawled his robbery demands on the in the back of a letter from bosses banning him from the underground club. Oh, I bet you he got his ass whooped. Wow. What? Police were notified of chemical smoke emanating from from a park men's room and stopped by to witness meth being cooked out of a single pot. Justin Hill, the Walter White wannabe, was arrested and later released on $56,000 bail. You were cooking meth inside a bathroom and you can get out on $56,000 worth bail. What the fuck? Why was it only 56,000? You could have caused an explosion. What the fuck? This shit is crazy. Modest in the building. A burglar looking to make a quick score at a dollar store made one tiny mistake. He climbed onto the roof of the store and managed to weasel his way into the ceiling, where he promptly fell in front of a nearby Houston police officer after picking up 10,000 Q-tips for under $2. The officer brought the burglar into custody. Drunk drivers. A 56-year-old woman boldly idiotic defense in her trial for drunk driving was that the alcohol did not affect her because she kept one eye closed to avoid seeing double. She was sentenced to 2 months in prison. If she keeps one eye closed, it could cut down to one. Oh, why do they do this? We got some more nigga shit. Not content with his own okay. Not content to fake his own death or leave the country in an airplane made from spare parts, authorities say a northern New Jersey man posed as his fictitious blind twin brother in a bid to delay court hearings on several motor vehicle summons. Oh shit. Three Cambodian burglars in Juan de Costa loaded a stolen rum, rice, tuna, and sardines onto Zavi, a 10-year-old donkey. Everything was going according to plan until the donkey began braying, alerting the local police. Donkey, you had one job. Oh man, like niggas is making robberies on donkeys nowadays, yo. Wow. Levi Detweiler, a 17-year-old Amish youth, ran a stop sign while riding a horse and buggy, which began a mile-long, low-speed chase with local police. Levy was charged with over driving an animal and making this list way too easy to write. This motherfucker got charged with overdriving an animal. What the fuck is that? Oh man. Wow. Captured on video. A woman shocked workers by stealing a flat screen TV by stuffing it up her dress between her legs. The woman simply walked into the store, picked up the packaged TV, placed it between her legs, and walked out along with an accomplice. She did it so quickly, no one had time to notice or react, said the shop assistants. I don't think I want to be between them legs. That might be a dangerous situation. I don't know about that one. What the fuck? Police say a man stole pork loin from Sam's Club by stuffing it in his pants and running out of the store without paying. After the theft, he approached the store greeter who thought he was just happy to see him. All right. Crystal Evans, 26, and Denise McClure, 24, were arrested for destruction of evidence when they tried to steal a urine sample that was on its way to a forensics lab. The pair knew that Evans' sample would test positive, sending her back to jail, so they attempted to grab the urine before it reached its destination. The driver caught them and called the cops. Ironically, Evans' sample tested negative, but the sample she had given after being arrested for pea caper came up positive for meth. She set herself up. Wow. What the fuck? Alright, we got some white people shit. The reason is unclear, but for one Chattanooga couple, a block, even a dozen blocks of cheese was not enough. So they decided to steal 57 blocks of cheese from a Walmart. Maybe they were throwing a fancy party. What the fuck is with you white people in cheese? Like, what the fuck? Alright, that was it for that one. Yeah, they ain't have no more good ones after that. Let me see what else. There's really a topic called people pushed in front of trains. No, that doesn't sound like something worth What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Let's see, hopefully they don't have really long ones. What's the craziest thing that could happen in the basement of a church? How about a guy masturbating into a dirty diaper to child porn? Or maybe videos of young girls performing gymnastics. Before setting the church and two more buildings on fire with a flaming American flag, then stabbing a couple of people for good measure. Is that what you were guessing? Anthony Bosevert, the diaper wanking degenerate in question, told the judge at a bail hearing, "I think you should give me about $500 bail so I can go out and stab my cousin to death. Maybe kill my aunt and my uncle. Maybe I can cut them up and eat them on a frying pan." So, just a real cool guy at the way around. Oh man. One of the strangest, most terrifying cases of a nut job wearing a diaper occurred in 2014 when Andrew Schmuel broke into the home of Leo Fisher and wife, Susan Duncan, tied them up, held them hostage, tased Fisher, and stabbed Duncan. Schmuel took the couple hostage because Fisher fired his wife from a law firm. Although he claims he was so intoxicated he doesn't remember the crime, especially the whole wearing a diaper thing. "I typically don't break into people's houses," said Schmuel. "I don't really remember wearing a diaper. Honestly, I could have been wearing a dress and not realized it." I remember that news story. It was like the lady got fired from the law firm. Then they broke into that old man's house and was wilding the fuck out. What? Oh, man. Somebody uncle got caught out here slipping. Here's some info to keep in mind if you're an adult male. Don't dress like a baby in public in Stratford, Connecticut. In 2010, officers arrested Thomas Wellington, a man wearing nothing but a diaper and sucking on a pacifier. When the officers asked Wellington what he was up to, he said, "Nothing," which is always a great answer. Turns out, nothing meant approaching local women and asking them to change his dirty diaper. If there was ever a reason to shake your damn head, this would be it. These people are wildin'. What the fuck? Mark Anthony Richardson Jr., a 21-year-old man in Oklahoma City, pretended to have autism to trick two different babysitters into changing diapers for him, which led him to exposing himself. The babysitters claim Richardson became sexually aroused as he was being cleaned during the diaper change, and even grabbed the breast of one babysitter's 18-year-old daughter while she was staying overnight. These motherfuckers. Wow. Okay. Wow. Black Friday is insane. In 2013, three women in Arkansas were arrested outside the Midtown Target after people started complaining about the strong smell of urine coming from them. When local police investigated, they found the women wearing adult diapers that appeared to be sold multiple times. A bystander said it smelled like a dirty bathroom before exposing the woman's plan. They said they were wearing the diapers to keep from having to use the bathroom while they shopped. It looked like they were slipping old diapers off and putting new ones on under their dresses. The women were released from custody without warning after signing a statement to only urinate in restrooms as they continue their shopping. How many diapers did these women go through? How long did how long were they in line? How do you get out of jail with a promise? Oh man. Man. Oh, what the fuck? Nope. That was weird. My fault. I was over here trying to read to see what that was. It wasn't worth it. No. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. Trying to see if there's anything up here worth watching. I mean, not watching, reading. Some of these shits is just stupid as hell. Got no more good ones, yo. Like, some of these shits was just stupid as fuck. "14 completely bizarre true crime stories." Oh no, that's too long. No. Why do I feel like this is a black people list? Woohoo! Ah, man. Got nervous. What the fuck? Oh man, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is some nigga shit right here. Oh, damn it. Yeah, this is definitely some nigga shit. In Louisville, Kentucky, a grown man went apeshit on his own mother when she told him to get his own damn Kool-Aid in November 2011. When, when 35-year-old Laquan Washington asked for a glass of the tasty drink beverage, but was told to get it himself, he punched his mom in the face, knocked her down, stomped on her, and broke a window. Holy overreaction. Upon his arrest, Washington claimed that his mother pointed a gun at him and fired, but police found no evidence of this. Just the Kool-Aid thing. Like, what the fuck? Oh man. A Chicago man was arrested for retail theft in February 2012 after stealing $198 worth of merch from a grocery store. The haul included 4 packages of condoms, 8 packages of beef, and 88 packets of Kool-Aid. It's too bad, really. The party sounds like it would have been off the hook. Oh man. Did you know that bad things sometimes happen even in Iowa? I know. I was even shocked too. In December 2011, Christopher Leonard, 24, told his wife he was going away for a long time and he was going to stab Kool-Aid, who, as everyone knows, is an alias for Clinton resident David Rockwell. Kool-Aid later told police that Leonard told him that the knife was fake, but I don't know why he would ever believe anything out of someone with so many neck tattoos. Either way, he got stabbed at least 12 times, mainly in the back, which is not where a true friend stabs you. Oh man. In May 2012, a Florida natch, an adult man, probably sunburned and sweating through jorts and a wife beater, opened his refrigerator to retrieve a pitcher of Kool-Aid he had made, but found the jug empty. When he asked his adult sister, probably swatting away mosquitoes in the backyard, who drank his dang Kool-Aid, she replied, according to police, with a slick answer. Words were with a slick answer. Words were exchanged, probably not very intelligent ones. A vase was thrown. Police were called, and that, as to say, is a Florida headline. Robert Clay Coburn Jr. and Sean Robert Anderson, both 18, went into an Auburn, Georgia grocery store and bought a frozen pizza. What they did not buy was several packets of luncheon meat and packets of Kool-Aid an employee had seen them conceal in their clothes. Their foiled haul would have been worth $13.69. What the fuck? Ah, nope, ain't reading that one. What the fuck? Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. My phone's about to die, and that's what I'm reading these stories off of. Oh, shit. Alright, we're back. The only thing that offends me more than racism is lazy racism. I mean, Kool-Aid? Really? In September 1991, two no doubt understanding, well-respected Missouri men, David Walden in Ellisville, and Sean Daniels of Fenton, Missouri, were caught on tape by Walden's future ex-wife, acting very dumb. They drove into predominantly black neighborhoods in St. Louis and sprayed arbitrary victims with a modified high-powered fire extinguisher filled with water and Kool-Aid. So clever. They did this again in October 1991 and on January 20th, 1992, which, I don't know what the fuck that name is, was the good day Ice Cube was singing about. Well, probably not for the victims of these dipshits. Like, there's no way I can't be in a fucking vehicle chasing these motherfuckers if they running around spraying niggas with Kool-Aid, yo. Like, what the fuck? If you high power spray me with a fire extinguisher full of Kool-Aid, that will be yeah, exactly. That'll be the last trip these motherfuckers ever take. Like, nigga. Wow. And we got some more nigga shit. You know the old saying, everything is a bigger deal in Detroit. That's why in May 2012, a fight over who makes the best Kool-Aid erupted into a gun battle. Never mind that making the summertime soft drink is easy as following the directions on the back of each packet. 1. Add sugar. 2. Add water. 3. Drink. Neither of the chefs involved in the argument was as good at shooting as he was at making Kool-Aid. The two victims of the gunfight were innocent bystanders. One was shot in the wrist and the other directly in the buttock. The victims were treated and released, but the shooters fled. Told you, nigga shit. Damn. Every time I think that's a long list. Like, this shit is crazy. Motherfucker punched his mama in the face over some goddamn Kool-Aid. Like, niggas are killing motherfuckers over Kool-Aid. One of them was about people and meth with Kool-Aid. I was like, nah, I ain't reading that shit. Like, these motherfuckers is fools. Oh, you sick fuck. Hold on, I want to see something real quick. My fault. Nah, can't pull it up. Fuck that, I ain't signing up for this bullshit. Not for one story. Said somebody was wilding over pancakes. Yeah, these ones ain't as good though. Yeah. Those ones ain't as good as the last ones I was coming across. What's on this category? Man, this is not going the way I planned it. Oh well, I tried. I know what I could do again. Let me see. I'm gonna try to hit it too. Hopping out the Bugatti with my balance on. No underwear, nigga. And my jeans tight fitted too, nigga. What up, nigga? Those are real lyrics from Rick Ross. Hopping out the Bugatti with my ballies on. No underwear, nigga. What? Then he says in his jeans, tight fitting too, nigga. And he goes, Jay-Z, what up, nigga? Shit. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Damn, it's another. Damn, I'm mad I can't find what I'm looking for now. I'm not sure if I did part 4. I need to roll the blitz and I need a good laugh while I do so. Gully boy, chill. Be right back.
to the candy shop. I let you the lollipop.
Coming in at number 10, we have someone who is long overdue for being on this list. Now, I'm not saying that 50 has a library of suspect lyrics, but he has quite a few. And in 2007, 50 Cent dissed Lil Wayne and Birdman on the track called Part-Time Lover.
Gon' do my thing, so you can go and do your thing. You wanna fuck with me?
Yeah, I already played
with
this
me.
one. Let's see if I play this one. Oh, it gets worse than this.
Around the bullshit like a matador. I'm used to bullshit.
Not sure if I
Don't
played
matter,
all of
boy.
them or not.
Corporate acquisitions, accumulations of wealth.
Alright, making his second appearance in this series, we have another suspect lyric from Curtis Jackson. This line comes from the infamous diss track released in 2005 called Piggy Bank.
Don't be screaming, get angry, dog. How you running for your life when I'm at your bar? I get the waving that semi like it's legal.
In this song, 50 takes shots at Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and many more. But while 50 attacks his rivals, something very strange is said in the middle of the second verse.
He don't want it with me, he in PC. I can have a nigga run up on him with his shank. So just a few pennies out my piggy bank. Yeah, you don't bring the condoms, I'm in room 203.
Whoa. Damn, brother. I ain't know you and Yayo got down like that.
Yeah, you don't bring the condoms, I'm in room 203.
Now, some people might say that 50 is telling Yayo to bring condoms to his room so he can smash a girl, which is what the line after this implies.
Free bitch look like him before the surgery.
But I honestly think that's a cover-up because the way 50 says this is as though him and Yayo are about to prepare for a midnight rendezvous.
Yeah, you don't bring the condoms, I'm in room 203. Them niggas ignorant.
I'm like, like I had cerebral palsy. My flow speaks wet like all you girls Charles B.
Redman is possibly one of the most unappreciated rappers of all time. His high level of skill within this genre is oftentimes overlooked for reasons unknown. One of his rap perks is being able to freestyle really well, which landed him on a mixtape produced by Funkmaster Flex called 60 Minutes of Funk Volume 2. And during this freestyle session, Redman says something completely out of the ordinary.
I got Tic Tacs in my mouth with a big dick.
Bro, pause no homo.
You said something gay, so you gotta say no homo, or else you the homo.
Like, why the hell are you coming to a freestyle with those items in your mouth? Alright, I can give you a pass on the Tic Tacs, but that other thing you mentioned, I don't know about that one.
I got Tic Tacs in my mouth with a big dick.
No, in all honesty though, I could probably give Redman the pass because, well, he was freestyling, and he might have just slipped up. But we all know no matter what the situation is, if you say a suspect line, you're gonna end up on this series.
I got Tic Tacs in my mouth with a big dick.
Faggot.
Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low-key. Hated on by most these niggas with no cheese, no deals and no G's.
Now, if you're a fan of hip-hop, then you should already know how influential Dr. Dre is. He's the co-founder of the rap group NWA, the owner of one of the biggest rap labels in the world, and he's a successful businessman. But let's not let that distract us from Dr. Dre saying some of the most suspect shit on his infamous diss track, Fucking with Dre Day.
Don't even respect your ass. That's why it's time for the doctor to check your ass, nigga. Used to be my homie, used to be my ace.
On this diss track, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg send shots to Eazy-E, Tim Dog, and Luke from the 2 Live Crew. And throughout the song, both Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg recite some of the gayest lyrics imaginable. But the most notable lyric is what Dr. Dre states he would like to do to Luke.
Make you speak what you spoke, hey yo, Dre.
What up?
Chip this nigga off, love.
If it ain't another hoe that I got to fuck with, gap teeth in your mouth so my dick's got to fit.
Bro, just because Luke got gap teeth doesn't mean you should just go stick your penis in his mouth. Because I'm pretty sure he ain't with that shit. Yo, gay ass motherfucker. And what makes this line even worse is when Snoop Dogg follows up with this.
With my nuts on your tonsil.
Then they also say this crazy shit.
And I understand this, my nigga Drake can't be touched.
Luke's bending over.
So Luke's getting fucked.
Bro, what the hell are these dudes on? I mean, why don't they just come out and say that they're sexually attracted to Luke? Like, what the hell is up with all the subliminals?
Luke's bending over. Luke's getting fucked. With my nuts on your tonsil. Gap teeth in your mouth so my dick's got to fit.
Yo, gay ass motherfucker.
Homies, shorty screaming out she love me while bouncing it on me. She really don't like me, she just attracted to money.
Okay, now I know it's kind of awkward that Meek is on this list because of his current situation. I honestly wrote this segment a week before the whole fiasco of him getting sentenced. And I promise to God I didn't put this lyric in here on purpose. But anyway, this lyric comes from a song called I'm Killin', which ironically appears on a mixtape called Flamer. And I think that may be the perfect name for this mixtape, because this line is some certified flamer shit.
That K is spinning nigga wheel, pants stay jacked. Abandoned house with a tape back. Pool stick all in his ass, tell him take that.
Now, I already know that many of you would dismiss this line by saying, that's from the movie In Too Deep. It's crazy because niggas said the same thing when Biggie said this.
When I met you, I admit my first thoughts was a trick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick.
Bro, that's not gay. He just quoting a Richard Pryor joke. Let me tell y'all something. Just because these rappers reference the gay shit they say, doesn't make it less gay. Because that scene in Too Deep with the pool stick is very fucking fruity.
Go, man. But you wildin' out, man. Why wildin' out? You supposed to be my baby, man. Gay shit.
And with Meek Mill referencing this scene in his raps, makes it even more fruity.
Pool stick all in his ass. Tell him take that.
Oh, hell no!
It's been a long time since I hit you with freestyle.
Natural Brown in the building.
This next line comes from one of the originators of gangster rap. In my opinion, Ice-T is another artist that doesn't get enough credit for inspiring artists such as NWA, Tupac, and many more. And in 1993, he released one of his most classic tracks called 99 Problems.
I got a hope from the east, got a hope from the west, gotta hold it like the jacket off and rub it in a chest.
Throughout this song, Ice-T describes the type of women he has, but his description of one of them is very questionable.
I got a bitch that's fast, a bitch that's slow, a bitch that's a virgin and a bitch that's a hoe, a bitch that lies, a bitch that's true, a bitch who's a man because that bitch is true.
Damn, OG. I mean, I knew you was a pimp, but I didn't know you was out here pimping them transsexuals.
I bet you's a man because that bitch is true.
Like, damn, my nigga, you didn't go back and listen to this shit after you said it? I guess there was no need for him to, because he said it with so much conviction as though he's proud to have a boyfriend on the side.
I bet you's a man because that bitch is true.
You gay.
Coming through the alley with the drunk fella found. I be the one from back in the day.
For those of you that don't know, William Calhoun, aka WC, is a forefather of West Coast gangster rap, and is very well known for popularizing the dance craze known as crip walking.
Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta.
He is also well known for teaming up with Ice Cube and
it's
Mac
about to
10
get
forming the
raunchy.
legendary West Coast rap group West Side Connection. During the time they released their debut album Bow Down, they would feud with Cypress Hill, Common, Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest, and many more. And on a song called Cross Them Out and Put a K, WC says something extremely gay regarding A Tribe Called Quest member Q-Tip.
Once knew this bitch by the name of Q-Tip, who claimed he had a problem with this gangster shit. Behind closed doors, running his mouth like a drinking. To this nigga by the name of Dub, caught him slipping. Tied his ass up and threw him in the trunk. Put an apple in his mouth, then dug his ass out. About a month later, they found his body stashed in a trash bag with a cucumber in his ass.
Bro, I have so many questions for this shit. First off, he said he was going to
Light us
tie
up.
Q-Tip up, and out of all things to gag his mouth with, he chose a fucking apple. Okay, fruit strike number one. Then he said that he dug him out. Now, I'm pretty sure some niggas gonna be in the comments saying, when he say dug his ass out, he talking about shooting him with a gun. No, nigga, fuck all that. Alright, fruit strike number two. And then to top off the gayness, he then said he shoved a cucumber up his ass. Like, why the hell would you do that? Man, what's up with these dudes and shoving items up dudes' asses? First it was a broomstick, then it was a pool stick, now we got a cucumber? Bro, I have no more words for this shit.
Tied his ass up and threw him in the trunk. Put an apple in his mouth and dug his ass out. About a month later, they found his body stashed in the trash bag with the cucumber in his ass. No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. They just wanna try. They just wanna lie. They just wanna ride. They just wanna die.
Man, make
Okay,
sure y'all
surprisingly,
follow
this is
Gully
only
Boy.
DMX's second appearance on this series. Because this guy is known for saying
GULLEYBOY.
a ton of suspect shit in his lyrics. Anyway,
Like,
this
he's
lyric comes
fucking
from a track called
hilarious,
Top
yo.
Shotter. from the classic hood film Belly. This track also features Sean Paul and Mr. Vegas, as it has a real reggae feel too. But while on this song, DMX says something only niggas in prison can relate to.
Go for the bullshit, get stop it down. The time is just too important to be fucking around. Chump nigga, I stop a mud hole in your face. Motherfucker, rip your butthole out of place.
Bro, what the hell? Like, what is up with all this anal penetration? Like, I never knew that this was a known torture method amongst these rappers. Like, this dude literally said he will whip your butthole out of place. Bro, let's just move on, because there is no way of getting around this shit.
Motherfucker, rip your butthole out of place.
I bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around.
You see where this Kanye shit is getting us, right? Hashtag half a fag.
Now, many of you may know that Lord Jamar is that guy that gets interviewed on DJ Vlad. Well, before he was getting interviewed on Vlad, he was a member of the legendary rap group known as Brand Nubian.
You ain't get a hurts to be dumped up and blind. Supreme mind to take you out of your
Like this dude,
Brand
man.
Nubian is looked upon by many as being one of the greatest rap groups of all time, as their catalog consists of tons of classic songs, one of them being a track called Punks Jump Up to Get Beat Down, which is a hardcore track about whooping niggas at a train station.
One day when I was riding on the train, I seen these two kids talking about the Nubian rain had fallen.
But during this track, Lord Jamar slips up and says some off-the-wall suspect shit.
I might dick in your ass quick fast like my name was Flash.
Bro, I thought this song was about beating dudes up, not dicking niggas in the ass. Like, what the hell is this dude thinking? Another thing I find funny about this is when Lord Jamar is on DJ Vlad's platform, he's oftentimes accused of being homophobic. And you know what's crazy? So am I. And I really don't understand why. I mean, if you can't handle jokes, you need to get your sensitive ass off my channel. But anyway, people always call Lord Jamar homophobic. But there's no way that this dude is homophobic. Because just in case you didn't hear it, listen to this shit again.
I might dick in your ass quick fast like my name was Flash.
Hashtag half a fag.
Hell yeah.
Now, if you guys have never heard of Pharaoh Monch, I will advise you guys to research this guy ASAP. A lot of you people may know him from the
he made the
classic
list
hip-hop
too.
track Simon Says, which is played damn near everywhere.
We just in the back sipping yak, y'all. What's up? Girls, rub on your titty. Yeah, I said it, rub on your titty.
Okay, this is completely not related to the video, but I'm gonna seriously need you guys to check out all this dude's album.
Hell yeah.
Especially We Are Renegades. But back to the subject at hand. Before Pharaoh's solo career, he was a part of a rap group called Organized Confusion, which consists of himself and Prince Poe. Organized Confusion also dropped notable projects, one being called Stress, The Extinction Agenda. And on a song called Bring It On, Pharaoh Monch recites yet another suspect rap lyric involving a man's rectum.
I even be getting more graphic than I need OGO 32-bit computer to be split between my lips and then I'll spit it out, go ahead, spit it out. That itty bitty style you upchuck, better believe I butt fuck MCs from the rear.
Hey, bro, to be real with y'all, I don't know if I can handle any more of these butt fucking lyrics. I mean, that's literally all this video has been.
Lips bending over, lips getting fucked. Pool stick all in his ass, tell him take that.
About a month later, they found his body stashed in the trash bag with a cucumber in his ass.
Motherfucker, rip your butthole out of place.
I might dick in your ass quick fast like my name was Flash. Better believe I butt fuck MCs from the rear.
And what makes this lyric worse from all the others is that he tells us who he's gonna butt fuck.
Better believe I butt fuck MCs from the rear. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen.
Who's up, black sheep? What's up, black sheep? No, not who I am or when I'm coming to your sleep.
Alright, I feel like it's necessary for me to give you guys a lesson in hip-hop before I reveal this
shit.
extremely gay lyric. It comes from a song from Showbiz and AG, which is a rap duo from the Bronx, New York,
This shit is
affiliated with the
wild,
Rap
though.
Coalition
All the
known
shit
as
that
the
you
Digging
missed
and the
growing
Prince
up.
Crew, which consisted of legendary rappers such as Lord Finesse, Fat Joe, Bug Wow, and the late great Big L. The song is called Bouncer This, which features Drez from Black Sheep, which is another rap duo from New York affiliated with the Native Tongues, A Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers, and De La Soul. Okay, now that's enough history lesson. Like I said, the lyric comes from a song called Bouncer This off of Showbiz and AG's debut album Runaway Slave. And in my opinion, it's the gayest lyric on this list.
I just get off, not just that. Yo, I say I do a good and shocking kind knows that we be in Hollywood. Don't get y'all if we cash lot checks, cause we skittle dip, 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 dip for effects. Brothers think I diss them, but I'm really on the dicks. Look into my album, kid, you see all the flicks. Bro, not only did this man say that he was on brothers' dicks, he then proceeded to say that there is flicks of him doing this sexual act. Like, did this dude really just hop on the track promoting his X-rated movie? I think that's exactly what he did. Yeah, bro, I don't see any other way of interpreting this shit. My man's just flat out laid all his personal info dead on the track.
Brothers think I diss them, but I'm really on the dicks. Look into my album, kid, you see all the flicks.
Dude, are you gay? Hey, dude, it's not a big deal. You like to fuck guys. I'm cool. I got friends that fuck guys. In jail.
All right, you guys, that's the end of the...
Oh man, ruining childhoods from this day forward. Oh man. Yeah, I had to play that though. That motherfucker's hilarious. Gully Boy. Gulleyboy. Black dude with, look like he got dreads. Like, that motherfucker. He damn sure did his research. Who would have thought your old school favorites were so into anal play? This world is corrupt. I don't want to be part of it. I'm going to stay in my own little bubble. Feel like it's so much safer there. It won't end in bloody violence. Fuck that. Oh man, I wish I had my own list. I would make a video just like that.
To my baby, and it's like a scene that bring the condoms, I'm a room 203. Yeah, you'll bring the condoms, I'm a room 203. Yeah, we can ride to this. It's like that water that love me. I read somewhere, I'm homophobic shit. Go through the hood, there's mad niggas on my dick. I read somewhere, I'm homophobic shit. Go through the hood, there's mad niggas on my dick. I read somewhere, I'm homophobic shit. Go through the hood, there's mad niggas on my dick. Last year I woke up a good look, damn it feels good. On the low, I done fuck like half of Hollywood. On the low, I done fuck like half of Hollywood. On the low, I done fuck like half of Hollywood.
Well, can't lie, this one like.
Hey, it's Daphne. That was so cheesy, y'all. Hey, it's me, you guys. And today I'm watching another top gayest rap lyrics of all time, part 2. Now, I'm doing part 2 because I actually walked in on somebody watching this video and I saw like the first minute of it and it was hilarious. So I just wanted to finish watching it. That's why we're watching part 2 today instead of watching part 1. Maybe if you guys like it enough, we can go back and watch part 1.
Yo, what is good, guys? NDG here, and you already know what I'm back for. We're doing another reaction. Part 3. We made it to part 3 of Gully.
Guess Kelly Boy was the best one to do it. What?
Hey guys, what the fuck is up? It's your boy CDD or Alex here, and in this week's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about Future Hendrix. There's been a lot of conspiracies on the internet claiming that he's gay upon one thing that he said in his song. We'll be going over that about what he said and why I'm not really sure if he's gay or not, or what he really does mean by that certain line. So just to clear things up, I'm not trying to say anything bad about gay people. I really don't have an opinion on anybody at all. I'm not trying to judge anyone, but I'm just trying to show you guys who Future really is, or what he tries to portray himself as, besides what everybody already does know. So about a week ago, I was on Snapchat and I'm following Aaron Dobson, the Cardinals wide receiver, and he posted this video.
Listen to this part about these. The only time I feel alive when I taste dick. I don't wanna think, but I know it is taste dick. The only time I feel alive when I taste dick. I don't wanna think.
So when I first heard that, I mean, I didn't really listen to the song Coming Out Strong at all by Future in his album because I don't really like The Weeknd that much. So I didn't really catch on to it before this, and that was the first time that I ever did hear Future say something like this. So what you basically heard was Future saying, the only time I feel alive is when I taste dick. And now you're probably already trying to defend him the same way that I was. No, hold on, he's probably trying to say it, or he's probably trying to say something else. He doesn't really mean that. That's not what Future was going for in the song. And that's until you go on to rapgenius.com hoping to find a clear answer that can put an end to all of this. And you find nothing. There's literally a question mark on where the word dick should be. So now you start questioning it. Now what is Future really trying to say? The only time I feel alive is when I taste it. Maybe he's talking about the stuff And just to make it simple for you guys, I'm pretty sure, you know, I've listened to it over and over, and I'm pretty sure that's what he was trying to go for, but not the
No, the fuck he wasn't.
Now the reason why it is so inaudible and you can't really tell if he's saying dick or something else 100% is because he wanted it to be this way. Just as simple as that. So as of right now, I'm going to be playing it a couple more times for you guys to completely hear it through, so you guys can actually make a complete judgment for yourself before I get into more detail on what he was actually trying to do.
The only time I feel alive when I taste dick. When I taste dick. When I taste dick.
Now that you guys have heard what he's trying to say, which is dick, is that you guys have to consider that the song name itself is Coming Out Strong. And normally when you're coming out of the closet as if you're gay or something else like that, just determining your actual...
You don't accidentally say you tasting dicks. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Only time he feel alive is when he's tasting a dick. There's no way around that bullshit. That's not no accident, no slip up. Like, who the fuck accidentally tasted a motherfucking dick? That nigga said some full-blown gay shit. Like, they gonna try to justify some bullshit over that? You heard that motherfucker clear as day. That nigga is tasting dick. See what happens when you be on that fucking lean? Leave that purple drink alone. You won't be tasting dicks, you weird-ass rap nigga. See why I don't listen to these new niggas? Fuck that. This nigga tasting dicks, man. Like, what the fuck? Yo. Nobody in this lifetime or the next done accidentally tasted a dick. Like, there is no way around that motherfucker. It's not an accidental lyric. You didn't accidentally write that on a pen and pad. You don't do a voiceover. You don't re-record your mistakes and just accidentally leave that motherfucker in there. I'm not hearing that bullshit. That motherfucker is tasting dicks. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You old dick tasting nasty ass nigga. Like I said, leave that purple drink alone. Fuck is wrong with that nigga? I slip and fell. No, the fuck you didn't, nigga. That's impossible. Gravity don't work that way. You just don't accidentally just, oh, what? And your tongue just glides across. Now, Fox, no. You a only feeling alive ass weirdo. Fuck out of here. Yo.
let me tell you something. You might got more cash than me, but you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga's ass like me. But you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga's ass like me. But you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga's ass like me. But you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga's ass like me.
Hi, this is the AT&T operator with a collect call. Caller, may I have your name, please?
Operator, where's he calling from?
Calling from the jail. Jail.
Hella bad. I need to be free. Steady driven by recognition. Hella bad. I need to be free. Steady driven by recognition. Hella bad. I need to be free. Steady driven by recognition.
I don't know what the fuck to say. Well, whatever the fuck that nigga's name was. Yeah, Future tasting dicks, yo. What the hell no? My fault. I'm over here trying to find something funny and these motherfuckers is...
Now, rap music is no stranger to controversy, with many rappers bringing very explicit themes into their music, and a lot of the time making references to things that they perhaps shouldn't, including real-life tragedies and events. So the way I'm going to rank this is, the ones at the top will most likely be the ones talking about real-life events and trivializing them for the sake of rap, with the ones lower down being kind of fictional events but still shocking. Today we are going to be counting down the top 10 most controversial rap lyrics that I've heard. My name is CDTV Productions. Let's get right into this list.
Rape a pregnant bitch and tell my friends I had a threesome. You gotta.
Now, this is quite a shocking line.
Oh, okay, you just saying weird shit. Birdman's pedophilic lyrics.
Big mansion with the OV. Backyard with the young nigga low key. Backyard with the young nigga low key. Backyard with the young nigga low key. Backyard.
What the fuck you mean is that nigga gay? He was kissing nigga. Motherfucker taking pictures with little boys and towels and shit. Like, fuck out of here. A weirdo ass nigga. Yeah, that was Tyler the Creator. I'm saying Rick Ross though, he got his gay lyric. Then he got his series of gay shit. All these niggas. Alright. Who the fuck is T Grizzly?
These niggas played on my booty walls. These niggas played.
Whoa, no, what the fuck? Hell no. What the fuck was that? Yo. broke my phone trying to get that shit. What the fuck? Alright, I'm not gonna try to even figure out who the fuck that nigga is. I'm done. What the fuck? Yo. Oh shit. What the fuck was that bullshit? Oh, I'm never clicking that link again. Ever. Oh man. I was trying to turn out what the fuck is this bullshit? I'm over there fumbling the phone and shit. Almost threw it. Fuck out of here. Oh, that was some bullshit right there. Oh man. Whew. Wasn't ready for that bullshit. No, I ain't gonna. Oh man, fuck it though. That was some bullshit. Yeah, fuck that. I'm done listening to weird lyrics. Some weird shit might pop up that's just a little too much. Oh man. That was some bullshit right there. I don't think you should answer that question. I think you should completely leave that alone. Oh man. Whew, man, this is some bullshit. Like, I don't know who I thought that person was, but I asked who it was before I clicked it, because I thought it was somebody else, and yeah, that was just not who the fuck I thought it was. Fuck whoever that was. People are gonna watch the playback. shit is gonna just be sitting there waiting for them. And they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Hopefully, they won't be trying to sneak your work or something. Cause they gonna be all fucked up in the game. Oh shit. There was so many things wrong with that. That was Black Sector rap. I don't understand none of the language that fell out of that thing's mouth. Oh man, that motherfucker was speaking in clicks. I didn't understand none of that language. That was bullshit. I was like, oh, look, a dolphin. What the fuck? I don't understand that language. Oh man. Oh man. I should send that to people as an MP3 labeled. Oh man, my fault. Hold on. Compose. Whew, man. But yeah, I should take that song, save it as MP3, email it to people as Drake's hot new single and shit, and make them instant victims. Oh man, that shit was fucked up. Fox, no, I ain't making that ring. Hell no. I might fuck around and forget. Load that shit on my own phone. Be down Chad walking with my phone trying to look cool and shit. Have 300 people looking at me at one time like, yo! I know I didn't just hit that. Oh man, that was full blown fuckery right there. Oh, that's one of those that you gotta do it the right way. You gotta send it to them, right? And you gotta make like the first 45 seconds of that motherfucker Drake, so they'll be all into that shit. Then out of nowhere. Oh man, that was so fucked up. Oh shit. Oh, this thank you leg is like 300 times better than that bullshit that played in fucking however short amount of time that was. That was like the shortest audio you'll probably ever hear on this motherfucker. My phone was like, ew, no gay. And I'm trying to turn this shit off and it was just like, no. That was all kinds of fucked up. My ears didn't want to be a victim, neither did my hands. So I tried to throw the phone. But my ears was like, no hands, no. We gotta work together. So it was a little fumble going on. But I was able to work that shit out. They was able to work that shit out. My eyes wasn't even working. I'm just like, nigga, confused. Stopped the nigga dead in his tracks. Fuck that. I almost had a seizure. That was some bullshit. Everything that could possibly go wrong was just happening in that one moment. It's just like, oh no. Oh no. Catastrophe, catastrophe. Oh man, that was the Titanic versus the iceberg in that moment. There was nothing I could do. Oh shit. Whew, man. Fuck that. Being a victim myself, I made everybody else that was here and came across that motherfucker victims too. Y'all are gonna remember that shit way longer than I will. Fuck that. That was a moment of what the fuck. Oh, that will be forgotten after I roll me another bliss, so I'm in the clear. Oh, shit. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Oh shit. That made me all teary-eyed and snotty-nosed. That was a good laugh right there. Oh man. Like. That was some full-blown bullshit. Oh man. Trust me, if there was a way to possibly turn that on without having to hear none of that bullshit myself, I damn sure would make y'all victims. Cause that was straight up raunchy right there. That was straight like you was angry, disgusted, and left a bad taste in your mouth all at once. Oh man, that was a catastrophe. I feel bad for anybody that comes across that bullshit. I don't want to know what comes after any of those words. Oh man. A lightning bolt would come out of nowhere. Everybody would be confused. I would look at myself like, oh shit, I could do that? Like, fuck that. I will put Storm to shame before I walk in my children's room and that bullshit's playing. Oh man, fuck that. The last words that shit. Anybody in the vicinity of here, Zeus ain't got shit on me. And yeah, that's a fucking catastrophe waiting to happen. Fox no. Oh man. Oh man. That shit, man. That is blasphemy. I ain't with that fuck shit. Fuck that. Somebody gotta die. Oh man. I can't lie though. I'm dying and shit. Oh man. No, I'm not dying. That's not the lie. Oh, man, but yeah. I told y'all I got all snotty nose. I was crying laughing at that, but I can't lie. One of the things that made that moment like 10 times more funny was the fact that I realized that I made myself a victim unintentionally. But I was happy because I didn't have my camera on, so y'all couldn't see the fumble that took place down to me throwing the phone. That's why you heard my phone hit the desk. But yeah, that was a fumble. Then kind of like, no, get out of my hands. What the fuck is going on with you? You turned on me. Yeah. And it was just like slowly coming together. Like, yo, this motherfucker said the weirdest shit you done heard all night with all the lyrics you done played. What the fuck is going on? Oh man. Gee willikers, man. I'm calling shenanigans on that one. I haven't called shenanigans all day, but I'm calling it on that motherfucker. Whew, man. Man. I died a little. Just a little. I lost like 3 seconds off my life with that one. Shit. Oh man. That was all kinds of fucked up. I don't know what was the idea behind that song. Hey, my eyes are skunking out. But yeah, that shit was just all kinds of fucked up. Like, nobody needs to be a victim to that, but whoever watches that playback, hey, fuck you. Shouldn't have been listening so hard. Hope you don't got headphones on. Alright, oh man. I didn't understand a language that fell out of his mouth that was worse than Arabic. Like, that shit was just, oh, good to go now. It was like, whoa, what the, no. Oh, man. Fucking eyeball doesn't want to work. Yeah, I'm gonna get a new one now. Fuck that. I'm just gonna stick some stem cells in this motherfucker. That don't stop it from just randomly conking out. Like, how the fuck does an eyeball just conk out like a flat tire or something? Like, you were supposed to maintain the same vision at all times. Like, I know you gradually just slowly go away, but yeah, this motherfucker just be like, yeah, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. And that shit would just Peace Hollow 1 on a nigga. It's kind of fucked up. Like, what if I'm driving and that bitch just be like, hey, hell, I'm out, I'll be back. Shit, yeah, you damn sure learned a new word. I still don't know how to spell it, say it, sound it out, none of that shit. Like I said, that shit was foreign as fuck to me. Like, that was a different kind of black person that was on it. Like, yeah, no more clicking random links like that. Like, that was all black sector language right there. When I get off of here, I'm gonna have to take a shower. That shit was no. Somebody's son is corrupting the world with terrible lyrics. Like, that was worse than anything that possibly happened. That was worse than the Styles phone call earlier. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, man. That was worse than that nigga from the Migos talking about eating booty like almond joy. Like, there's just so many things wrong with today's lyrics.
You ain't say no homo. Come on, man, it's no homo. My nigga.
Nigga pulled up a big ass fucking rifle. Was like, yo, you ain't say no homo. Oh, hold on, I played that again. That was funny.
You ain't say no homo. Come on, man, it's no homo. My nigga, I don't wanna hit you. I don't. I call my goons, you clear the room, my nigga.
Fucks no. Not listening to your motherfucking. Not listening to your shit no more. What?
Unexpected like a mixtape, catch you at your crib. If you reading this, it's too late. When the jump at it, nigga. Now he running like a track race. Catch a nigga while he waiting on his dinner, cut his head off, leave his ass with a full plate. Nigga talking shit, put the metal to his mouth, now I call his ass brace face. Yo, bitch up for grabs like a sweepstake, and I eat her ass like a cheesecake. Now we back to my plate, bust on her face with my nut like a toothpaste.
Whoa. No. Alright, Trish. Be safe out of it. Be safe out there. What the fuck was that bullshit there? Oh, man. Oh, man. That wasn't cool, yo. That was all kinds of fucked up. Nah, man. Nah, that ain't beating nigga ass. Like, this shit is weird. This world is all fucked up. I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Oh, man. Oh, hold on. I know what I got to play again.
Listen, man, I had to make this video because too many niggas is talking against the beauty of eating ass with all these dumbass arguments about like shit in there, this and that, man. I think if you could eat pussy, you could eat ass. Eating ass is right around the corner, like booty hole right around the corner, feel me? So like, you could go one place, you could go to the next door neighbor. It's not that hard, and I personally think just by like the biology and the anatomy of it, I think God would like use clearly meant for us to eat ass. That's why ass is fat. You got the cushion. You got like the cushion, so when you put your head in it, like you be safe. Like no harm would come your way while you eating ass, cause you be safe in the cheeks. Feel me? Like niggas is too scared of it. Like I think it could be like a spiritual thing. Feel me? Like you eat ass good, you go into the Avatar state and shit. Feel me? Like your eyes start glowing. You go Super Saiyan and shit, man. Like, niggas don't realize how divine and sacred eating ass could really be because they too scared. I don't know why they scared. They say, oh, you know, you eat ass and, like, they be shit in the ass and that's and you're not. Nigga, it's not like that, man. Eating ass, like, going to the supermarket. It's like eating food. You know, you're not gonna go to the supermarket and buy some expired milk. You're gonna get the good, the clean shit, feel me? Like, you make sure it's clean. You know, you tell your partner to fucking clean her ass. You're not gonna get some expired fucking drag through the mud ass. You're gonna get some clean shit. For me, then you put your head between the cheeks, you do a little lick, just like eating pussy, but like, and then you got the cushion on your face, it's probably warm as fuck in there too, like it's probably safe, you do it once, twice, then you start sleeping in ass, you start inviting your friends over to eat ass with you, become a family thing once you start eating ass, and you realize it's not really a problem, man. You just gotta stop being so damn scared about it, feel me? Alright.
Oh, man. What?
Hi, so this video is my official review of eating ass. 1 second, I think I need music here because, you know. This weekend, recently, I had the pleasure of eating ass. People have asked me, Vanessa, why? And I say, why not? They have asked me, how was it? And I have given lots of thought into this question, and I have decided that it would be best that I just make a general review in my one experience of eating ass. Now, first of all, I rate the experience a 6.5.
Yo, promised I'll make y'all a little demonstration video on how to eat ass. Cause y'all niggas ain't doing it right. Either y'all ain't doing it right, or y'all just ain't doing it. Cause y'all niggas is pussy. Y'all niggas is scared. Scared to lick the butt, but the butt is right next to the pussy. How y'all niggas be eating pig feet, chitlins, cow tongue, McDonald's, Burger King, all that fast food, but you scared to lick the ass, my nigga? Where you think the food go, my nigga, when it leave? The ass, my nigga. So your bitch ass tastes like chitlins, pig feet, Burger King, my nigga.
Fuck?
Like, why you so scared, my nigga? But I'm gonna tell you how to get over your fears real quick. I'll tell you what to put on her ass so it don't taste like ass. Some Lori. Get you some of that seasoning salt. For that ass. Hellman's mayonnaise. For that ass. Buffalo chicken sauce. For that ass. And if you really love her, get her some of that Irish cream coffee creamer. For that ass.
Niggas is wild.
Listen, I'm gonna give you the demonstration now. First, make sure your bitch is clean. And then you grab the ass like this. Like real strong, you gotta just grab it. Like my nigga Brian Pumper doing a video. I be watching that shit. That nigga inspired me, my nigga. That nigga straight dirt. Then you grab the ass like this. And then you...
People got the game fucked up. Motherfuckers got techniques and shit. What the fuck? This is all on YouTube. These motherfuckers got cooties, man.
show for me, but he gotta eat the booty like groceries.
These people are all fucked up in the game, yo.
So if she gives the guy a blowjob, he goes down on her, she eats his ass. I mean, he eats her ass. Then does that mean she has to eat the man's butt?
I mean, if we're talking about, equal time here, reciprocity.
Guys really aren't, at least the ones I know, aren't really into this.
That's what they say. That's what they're saying.
So
that's not what's happening.
How old were you when you first paid a butt?
Was it with the teddy bear? The teddy bear. That teddy bear got it. From the rooter to the tutor, that's teddy bear.
Lift up the first.
Bon appetit.
Nasty motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm about to turn this shit off too. I'm over here just looking at stupid videos. I'm about to go make me some fucking cereal. I'm about to make a bowl of cereal and carry my ass to bed. But alright now, you be safe out there. And I'll get with you sometime tomorrow. Until I don't know how many other people's in that chat room. Where's my... Oh man. But yeah, it's been fun, y'all. And I'm out of here too. So chill. Peace, holla, one. I'm out.